Welcome back, trainers, and as you may be well aware, on this channel I am very critical of Niantic and their decisions and their ethics regarding the business practice that they do have going on here. Now, one of the reasons why I am so critical is because they are bringing in a ton of revenue, right? So a lot of things that we're seeing brokenness within the game that haven't been really addressed or fixed in years, it becomes frustrating and you kind of wonder, well, what are you doing with the money? So we are critical of all kinds of things, but I feel like it is going to be time to give them a bit of credit here. Although there are some concerns that they shouldn't get credit for this, it should just be systematic as to what did take place. So basically, I do have a friend, a Cochino Mama, that did have a bunch of raid passes wasted due to errors in the game during GoFest. Now, we can all relate, right? Personally, for myself, I lost about 6 or 7 in total throughout my entire raid life. How many raid passes have I lost that I have not reported to Niantic? That's going to probably be, and this is not, sarcasm, probably upwards towards 50 or 60. And if you're thinking, well, why do you continue to go on? Well, this is my job. Unfortunately, the game is just what it is. I just simply haven't, put tickets to actually get my passes back. I feel like $1, yeah, it's going to eventually start adding up for $50 to $60. But my time is more precious to me than a raid pass, to be honest. It's the time that I'm spending at the raid and wasting, and then eventually just going to lose my pass as well as my time, which is very unfortunate. So I haven't personally written any tickets to get anything back. I think maybe once or twice I've done it, but otherwise I just don't waste my time. So basically what's going on here is they gave her like 1 or 2 passes initially, I think 1. And then I retweeted her thing kind of like, well, what is this? Why would Niantic, be so stingy, or why wouldn't they want to give all the passes back? Now let's go and take a look at what they actually did here ever since then. I tweeted it out and the word got around and they eventually got back to her, and look what they gave. It's probably one of the only people in the world with 16 remote raid passes, right? Because you can only carry up to what, 5? If you purchase 2 and then you purchase the bundle of 3, then you can have a total of 5, right? So very few people have this. Very nice to see that they are reaching out. Now, how did this take place? Did they just give it back? Can you just go around saying, well, I lost all my raid passes, Niantic, give me more? No, that's not what happened. And Jimma Banks here actually went over the fact that, we shouldn't really be giving them praise. This is something that should just systematically be happening, and they should just give you your passes back. And to which I must agree to some extent, but also it can get very abusive when it comes to that. People can just start reporting, oh, I lost this, or I lost that, or whatever. And then Niantic's just going to be handing out a bunch of free passes. So what she did was give them video evidence. Video evidence, and she said she put together quite a few videos and compiled them and presented the evidence, and then the remote raid passes were handed back. Now, I hope I don't flood Niantic with people, showing them videos and stuff, but there needs to be something in place that can sense or that can detect the fact that you did a raid, you lost a pass, and you weren't able to complete it successfully. I don't know what Niantic's going to have to do to implement that, and going through all of the people manually and taking a look at the videos to see if they're legitimate, to see if they actually lost their raid passes so they can get refunded them back, is going to take a lot of time, because there are millions upon millions of people that play this game. People out there who think, oh, people still play this? It's so hilarious when people say that. Like, this is one of the most played mobile games to date, still. I mean, we're years into it, and it's still being just presented with new features and all kinds of fun little things that they keep adding in. Of course, people still play this. So my point is, it'll take them forever to go over all of the reviews. So if you are in this kind of limbo where you lost all your passes and you're still waiting on a response, be patient with them. Hopefully they will get back around to you. I have faith in them. Like I said, I've been critical of them in the future, or in the past. I'll be critical of them in the future too, but a little bit of credit where credit is due. They did hand these back out. I guess they could have simply said, nah, I'm good. Even when they presented the video evidence and just ignored it and gave them the, the whole copy paste response saying, this is very unfortunate. Sorry, we can't do anything at this time, or something like that, right? But they actually went, I wouldn't say out of their way, because this is all digital. They're making millions, and giving back digital items is literally, I wouldn't say a zero loss for them, but it's a digital item. They don't have to take anything away from themselves, right? They're just putting a number into your account. If they did this to everybody that claimed this, obviously they would start losing money because people would start abusing the system and just taking from Niantic what they shouldn't actually have, right? But pretty interesting stuff here. Just wanted to bring this to light. 16 remote raid passes have been, well, I mean, I think she got one yesterday and then she got 14 today before a total of 15. So pretty amazing stuff. Pretty cool. Happy to see Niantic doing those kind of things. So give it a big thumbs up if you did enjoy that part. And hopefully you will be able to receive your raid passes back if you have submitted a ticket to them. Now, with that said, let's go ahead and take a look at a few things that I have here. A few shiny Pokemon that I've gotten after GoFest. Pretty interesting. I hatched this Sandshrew yesterday from somebody in Oklahoma City. So shout out to whoever is on my friends list in Oklahoma City. Haven't posted it on Twitter. Probably can get an answer really quick, but awesome stuff. Wasn't able to record it. Go plus a seal as well. And I never really went over all of my shinies. Like I went over them briefly in a video, but we didn't really take a look. So basically what I got here was the Dratini, Lunatone, Woobat, Tangela, Magikarp, Clefairy, Magmar, the Lapras. I guess you can call that. I mean, it was right before GoFest, but I guess that's a nice one. Shiny Shadow, the Quillfish, another Woobat, an Unknown, and the Chansey. All right, so we're looking pretty good. We're sitting on 12 shinies total. And then I did do this lucky trade. I needed a good IV maxed out Typhlosion. Speaking of bugs and brokenness and being critical in Niantic, I used a quick DM right here. And it just froze, and eventually it's actually just going to freeze. I've been running into this error quite a bit lately. Not just when I'm using a TM, really never when I'm using a TM, just other things randomly. Basically, the game will just freeze up. And when I close it out and I go back in, the screen is just black. So pretty annoying. It gets frustrating, and it usually happens at the times where I need the game to work smoothly and quickly because time is of the essence of whatever I'm doing at that moment. But you know what it is. Fix one thing, break 20 more. So hopefully they can add a fix to that very soon, and we'll see what happens. So here we go. Let's see. Didn't use my quick TM. Let's go ahead and do that now. And we have Shadow Claw. So why would I want to max out Typhlosion? It's pretty good, you know, just because. Who knows? Who knows? Whatever cup that we do have in the future that it might be actually useful for. So taking a look at my Shadow Pokemon that I have recently made. Oh my goodness. I mean, the whole Shadow inventory is stacking up. I am looking great. Of course, we have that Mewtwo, the Snorlax, and the Gardevoir maxed out. And then I just made another Great League Gardevoir here. One of the Pokemon that I did TM away during the GoFest second day for the Rocket event. I want to show you something very tragic here in a moment. Unfortunately, I forgot to TM a very critical Pokemon. And then we made that Hitmonchan, of course, the Raikou, and then all these other Pokemon. Man, Shiftry, Shadow. Can't take a hit, but man, it is amazing. Super spammy. So check out this Moltres. This is one of the good IV ones. Unfortunately, for some reason, I forgot to TM away Frustration. What? That's all right. Hopefully, we'll have another opportunity to do it in the future, and I'll just simply TM away. Anyways, with that said, trainers, if you did enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up. I have some very fun videos later today. Look forward to that. Thanks for watching, and I'll be catching you all next time. Take care.